Hey guys, Varun Marathi here. How you all doing? So in this video, I'm going to tell you about some major changes that have come up in the iOS 17 that is just launched by Apple as a public beta for all their devices. So my device, iPhone 14 Pro, has the latest iOS 17 installed on it. So I'll just show it to you very quickly that I am in fact running the iOS 17 because there are not many visual changes right at the back. So when we go in the software update section over here, you can very clearly see we have the iOS 17 public beta. So I was running the 16 beta as well. So when I went over there, I had an option today showing 17 public beta as well. So I just installed it from here. It's a 6.5 gigabyte update, a very pretty update, very big update. And I think it has brought major changes to the way we interact with the calling that comes on this device and we do on this device. So this is one of the very big updates that has come up to the Apple devices. The number one change that we see in this is the calling section over here. So when we go in our recent calls, you can see it looks slightly different than how it was before. It is more spaced out. There is the first half of the screen is only used, the second half on this part is pretty much clean, so it looks a little bit cleaner. And even when you do call somebody from your device and you have actually set up the contact picture for the same, this is how it will actually look. And it looks really nice, I would say. You basically get to interact with the lower part of the screen, so all the content is actually here for the interaction when you call somebody now or some call come to you. It looks very good. And when you set that profile picture to that contact, it takes up the entire screen, and that's the reason all the interactive have been moved on the bottom. It looks very good, and I would say majority of the people will like it. So whenever you get a call, you get that name and you can set it the way you want. So I'll just show it to you how you do it basically. So I'll show you how the new contact screen will look and what are the options which are present in there. So this is just a random number that I'm tapping. I don't know, it is just a wrong number basically. So we'll create a new contact over here, and now I'll just giving it a name as TM. And when we go to add photos over here, these are the options that are available which will show on the lock screen, starting with the photos. So when you go in photos and you just select on one of the photos, let's say I've selected this photo, and this is what I'll go ahead with. Now this will give me multiple options to edit it right here when I'm placing the contact. So we'll go on next, and when we do, this is how the screen will appear. Now here again I have to go and choose the photograph. Since it is preparing the photograph, as you can see, you can switch between the styles which are available, and background. It is really nice when you get to do this customizations. If you cancel, there is another option which is memoji. So I'll go over here and I'll choose one emoji. Let's say I'll choose this, and this is what I'm going with, and I'll go next and I'll click on done. So when the call will appear, this is how the particular contact will be shown, and this is really interactive and nice. I would say it gives a little bit of character to the device. Definitely a very welcome change, I would say, in terms of memoji. So another option which will be very simple, probably by default, which will be there for many of the devices, will be this. So basically it will be just a color gradient variant of the initials that you want. So you can change the color gradient, you can also change the style which is there, you can change the size. So everything is customizable, much more like it was on the lock screen when it came out for the iOS. So definitely it looks good, and when you click on done, again this is a new style it will show. So there is preview of everything when you actually go and save the particular way you want a contact to be shown on your device, and it will give tremendous level of customizations for your contacts and how you want your contacts to be. Even for your own contact, this particular thing works, and this will look really good. So basically in your contacts, your own contacts are also saved, and this is how my particular contact is saved. So whenever I share my contact with anybody, that as it was shown by tapping another iOS device over here, this is how it will actually go to his device as a business card. So this again is another welcome change in the new iOS 17. Really good, really amazing. and I would say many people would definitely love it. Another feature that has come up to the iOS 17 is basically when your phone is in portrait mode and you put it in the charging mode, you will basically put it in a standby screensaver kind of a mode, which is really interesting. Now this was showcased as an important thing during the MagSafe kind of accessories, if you have it, but it is actually useful if you put the phone in charging and it is in just the landscape mode, and it will work. So basically there are multiple ways that you can get this particular kind of screensaver. So you can see the charging status right on the top right. This is a kind of clock style which you can use. There are multiple clock styles, so you can swipe between them just by swiping down on the phone, and you get, I think, 4 or 5 clock styles which are specifically only clock styles where there are no other widgets. When you swipe to the left over here, basically there are some photos if you want a photo screensaver, and again when you swipe on the left you can see the split screen kind of a screensaver over there, where we have two widgets side by side which are interactive, and basis that interaction you can get whatever you want on this. It is a really cool way of actually making use of your phone when it is on charging. So this will be really important for people who keep their phones on stands all the time, and this will definitely give you more interaction, more information without actually touching the phone. So this is a really cool update. Another major improvement that has come up in the iOS 17 is the dictation. So basically you can dictate your entire message or anything that you want on this very easily, and this has come up a long way and improved a lot. So I'll just show it to you how it works. So there is a microphone symbol right over here, and now the dictation mode is on, and as you can see, as I'm speaking over here, it is entirely dictating and writing it correctly as I am saying it, with all the punctuations which are there. It is amazing, and I think it is so on point that it will make you use this more and more. Previously this kind of a feature was not very much in use, I would say, because they were not really great, but as you can see, it is typing so much of message with such accuracy, and I think this will help users to use this more and more in this current world. This is definitely one of the much improved and much needed update that is coming iOS 17. Many people use this so that you are hands free, and I think this will definitely help a lot of people out there. So this is one of the major features that have come up in iOS 17 as well. Another feature that has come up in this particular update that was shown in the presentation was actually how you interact with Siri. So basically not much has changed. Rather than saying hey Siri, it is gone to just Siri, but for some reason I'm not able to activate it in this beta. As of now it is still hey Siri. So if you look at hey Siri, so as you can see, it is still going in with the hey Siri dictation. It is still not working on just Siri. Yeah, so I think that is yet to come in the next beta, but that is another update that was shown in the presentation, which was really nice. Another major improvement again has come in the iMessage as well, in the messaging app, where you can use the stickers and everything which are present right here at the ease of your finger. I think it is very easy. It is right on the top, so this will make it more like all the online chatting applications such as WhatsApp, where everything is present right here. And I think this will definitely help you in order to kind of make a very interactive chat with your fellow iOS iPhone device user. And this, again, these changes are very subtle, I would say, but definitely worth noting. Another important change, if you look at this device, you will see the color scheme. So the widgets and the color scheme over here, it is much more darker than before. It used to be light, I would say, in the previous iOS versions, but this is like the more Samsung kind of a color that they have given to this widget. I would say it looks really cool and really nice. Definitely a welcome change. There is not much changing on the panel itself. The control center looks exactly the same as it was before, but the color scheme has changed a little bit. Apart from all this, I would say other changes are pretty much inside. It is not much visible basis the use case of it. You will either like it or hate it. The FaceTime, they have done some changes to the FaceTime as well, which makes it more easier for you to communicate, and with some gestures, like if you just create a heart gesture from your finger, the AR heart will start to come up on the video. So these are the kind of changes that Apple has done with the new iOS 17, and this is just a beta 1, a public beta 1 I think, and there will be more betas which will be coming in where that Siri thing will I think get sorted out, and many more features can come up with that particular version. I think the US version of it also has the voicemails transcript, so when someone calls you and you put on voicemail, you can basically read the transcript of that call right there live, and if it is important for you, you can basically pick up the call. So it used to happen before when there were answering machines, so Apple has just brought it back in this particular variant again. I don't know how useful that will be in India because there might be some language issue in terms of transcripting, but otherwise in countries which are English speaking, it will be very straightforward as of now. And in US it was showcased in the presentation, and that is another very important feature that has come up in Apple. So more or less I would say this iOS 17 beta is a very interesting update that has come up to Apple. This again, I would say this is actually also getting one more improvement, which is to the AirPods 2 Pro. So the AirPod 2 Pro will be getting that update where the spatial audio features and other features which were mentioned will get added in this particular update only. It is yet to come to this device. I think it's beta, so probably it has not come. So whenever it will come, I will update you on the same as well. So if you own an AirPods Pro, I think there is an update coming in with this iOS 17 for them as well, which will improve your overall experience of audio. So all in all guys, this was a very useful update, I would say. Long time coming. Customizations to Apple. Now Apple is slightly letting it loose. They are letting users customize, and I think it is great because the number of iOS devices in the world are a lot, and the experience that you get on this with this software update is exactly same on all the devices which are there. That is what makes this very unique, and I will make more videos, more such videos. If you have more changes that has come up to the device, you definitely let me know in the comments below, and I'll try to include it in my next video guys. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel as it will help me and give me more confidence to make such videos, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.